Hello Ghouls, Ghosts, and Themlins. This is CyberBattiee and welcome to our Astroneer base building video. So, we are here on Vesania. I am trying out my new Elgato HD 60S capture card, so we're gonna see how well this goes about. I was in the middle of base building on Vesania here on Astroneer, so I guess let's just fuck around and find out. Alright, so I was in the middle of setting up this area here, which is the scrapping section of my base. I do have a couple of these tables here that I'm going to put some of the large solar panels or wind turbines on. So I do have to create those in the printer, but for right now I'm just trying to set up these large pillars that I've got going on. I have to set up another section on this side of the base. I also have the hoverboard, so you're gonna see me driving around on that every so often. But yeah, this is how it looks so far. I'm not gonna go to the rest of the base because that's a surprise for later. So for right now, we're just gonna stick to this side of the base. We're gonna set up some of these pillars like I said before. And hopefully it looks good. Alright, let's start with a pillar probably about right here. Let's make sure that the wide mod is off. Yes, it is. And just go straight up. Fill out the middle there. There we go, now we have a pillar. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. I might actually have to move this table a bit. It's a little in the way of the pillars that I'm trying to do. So it looks like these pillars that I've got going on over here are like solo, meaning that there's no bridge in between. If you look at these pillars that I have over here, they have a small bridge in between that connects the two. So I've done something like that on the other side of my base. I'm not going to go to it right now, but that's just how it looks at the present. So what I do want to do is make sure that this table is not like in the way of a pillar. Or a pillar doesn't like glitch through it. So I'm going to move this table a little bit forward. I might actually have to redo the pillar and put it like right here. That bridge isn't very big. That is an idea. What if I'm putting another pillar like right about here, where that tall platform is? See, if I put one here and another one over here, it's still a little bit long, the bridge, so we're gonna have to put something a little bit closer. Alright, let me flatten that out that I just did there. And move this pillar. So if these videos like this are successful, I will probably be doing more base building on Astroneer. I also just got the game Ancestors. So I definitely want to feature that game on my channel. I was looking at it in the Xbox store and holy shit. Not only does it have a shit ton of really bad reviews, but it does look very difficult. Like checking out the trailer or any like gameplay footage that you can find on YouTube, it does look like there's a lot of difficulties that you have to go through to like advance through the level or whatever. So some of the things look pretty difficult. Alright, I'm gonna try putting a pillar up this way right here. I'm also running out of soil, so I'm gonna have to replenish. What is that? Okay, it's a floating piece of dirt. Let's just get that out. Well, there it goes. Alright. I'm not gonna be able to finish the second pillar without some more soil, so let's go grab some dirt. I'm also gonna go ahead and pick up one of these, bring it over closer. I don't want to have to keep traveling all the way over here just for soil, you know? Alright. It looks like one of them is almost done. Let me see if I can just empty it out. About here is where I usually do the... like this distance here between these two pillars. This is about how big of a distance between the two pillars is. The bridge will be like right about here. What I do want to try doing is raising this middle piece a little bit and then flattening it out. For anybody wondering how I did the bridges. Okay, so now the front is a little bit low. We're going to bring that up a smidgen. Okay, now the left side is a little bit low, so we're going to bring that up. That looks almost right. Just a smidgen over. Let's do the right side a little bit. Just a smidge. Okay. No, that's too high up. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, so this bridge here is way too low. So before we continue with that, let's go grab some more soil, since we're about to run out. I'm gonna bring it up just a smidge again. Over here too. Maybe one more. Alright, now let's try to flatten it out a bit. And the right side is a little low. Let's pop that up a bit. That looks about right. Let's just put that in and see what that looks like. Okay, so it is actually going up. It's like lopsided. So what we're gonna do is lower the front here. Bring it down just a smidge. Let's try that again. Oh, I think we just destroyed what I did. Yeah, we did. Alright, let's try that again. Okay, just a smidge down. Doesn't have to be super low. Well, we don't want it to be lopsided. Oh, look at that. That looks pretty level. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to destroy the pillar a little bit, but I am going to slide it into the pillar so they connect. Oh, that's about right. I mean, I think the right side is a little bit low. Yeah, it is. It's like lopsided on one side. Oops, wrong way. Okay, let's just bring that up a bit. A little bit more. Okay, right there. How's that? Bring that up. Now it's lopsided on the front. We can't win today. Alright, let's keep trying until we get this right. I never said this would be easy, but we're going to keep trying until we have something half decent. Alright, how's that? Alright, it's a little lopsided in the front here, but you know what? I'm not too upset about it. Let's just rebuild here what we destroyed. Bring that in a little bit. Okay. Alright, now we're gonna bring up the other pillar. So just at the edge of the bridge here, not too far out. Just let's bring out the camera just a smidge. No, that's too low. Okay, out. Alright, so about here, we're just gonna bring it straight up. Press and hold. Straight up, even though we can't see the fucking pillar. Okay. So from here, now we're going to flatten out the edge a bit. So that you see the feet of the table here, it's not being erased, essentially. Do a nice straight line across. Flatten it out. There we go. Now we're going to do the same thing on this side. We're going to do it on all sides except for the edge there. At the sheer drop. I'll probably just suck that in a little bit. But that's about it. This side here, this edge doesn't really matter. So that's totally fine. But we are going to come around on this side here. Flatten this one out. Just a smidge. You know, that would be a cool t-shirt idea. Just a smidge. Alright. That looks good, that looks good. So... what I like to do is put like a light. I've been using these tall platforms here, as you can see these over here. I put floodlights in these holes, and it acts like a tall lamp. I usually put them in between these sets of bridged pillars. So we are going to do that over here. I was thinking of putting this light over here. I'm going to refer to them as lights from this point on because that's what they are in my base. But I was thinking of putting this one here, but at the same time I'm not sure because I do want to stick a pillar there, one of those single pillars. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to fit there. I'm going to just take this one, bring it over here. Okay, so I like to have the one that's forward facing and symmetrical with the cable plug. So when this floodlight is here, it'll just cast the light straight on here. Instead of like doing it from, like, for example, one of these sides where the light is cut in two. That looks kind of funny to me, so I put it face on like this. That looks about right. We're just gonna lock the table in place, and then I'll do the pillar starting about here. Let's actually do it now. There we go. Bring it all the way up. Bring it down to build out some of the middle piece. That little bump will just press it in just a smidge. And we'll probably build out this here. There we go. And maybe a little bit right there. Alright. We have a solo pillar. Well, we technically have three. And they're like in order from smallest to largest. Funny how that worked. Alright, this pillar definitely needs work up here at the top, but I'm going to get up there with the jetpack in a bit. I do have the pillars bridged together up top, so even if they don't have a bridge down here, the ones in the back, you can't see them from here because they don't load in from that far of a distance, but they're all bridged at the very top. So I will be doing that once I have all these pillars set up. I am going to need some more lights. I do have a couple extras up here in the front. Let's go pick some up. So this one is set up. You see these bridges? This bridge is actually pretty low. I could probably fix that, but for right now that's fine like that. So let's go ahead and take this. Get our fancy jetpack out. Alright. Just gonna save real quick, trying not to spoil the rest of the base. Oops, turned off the light. Let's bring the rover, actually... not the rover, the buggy inside this little area so I don't have to keep coming out. Let's go around this table. That table is there actually as just to measure the length of this doorway. I want the distance between these two pillars to be used as a doorway. It has to be large enough to fit one of the tier 4 boxes through without it like clipping through. You know, as well as like the large rover to be able to fit through clean without any clipping. So from here, we could probably start doing more bridged pillars over here. Technically, this pillar should have not been bridged. I see that. You see across the way, these two pillars are not bridged. But that's an easy fix. I can just go ahead and whoop. I mean, it sucks because I think that's the prettiest pillar I've made so far. The prettiest bridge, rather. I think that's the prettiest one I've done so far, and I have to destroy it now. But we live and learn, right? Alright, let's bridge the gap here. Let's just bring that out a smidge. Let's bring that bump in a bit and fill that in. Okay, I'm gonna suck this in a little bit. This pillar is quite large, actually. Maybe we should take some from the front. Yeah, that looks better. Alright. So that looks a little bit funny. I'm gonna go ahead and just jet over to here. Pull out it a bit. Damn, that really sucks. I had to destroy the bridge. Alright. Let's pull that in a little bit. The perception with this game is a little off sometimes, so it's like hard to see how far a bump is sticking out compared to the rest, but we make do. Alright, so we've got 3 solar pillars, so starting from here on, these will all be bridged pillars. Maybe we should move the light to here, in between these two. Oops. Well, that happened. What the fuck? Can you not? Ugh. Go up there. Up. There we go. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna move this light to be there. Actually, that looks not so flat right there. Let's just... a little smidge. Alright. Let's put that... wow. Did anybody else see that happen? So it's actually facing the wrong way. Okay. Here it is. Forward facing. And we can connect it to this table straight on like that. That's cool. Oh, it's powering the tables. Okay. That's cool though. Alright, let's go ahead and lock that table in place. So since this table is, I think, in a good spot, we are going to go ahead and move these up a little bit. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out if I want to move the tables up more or put the pillars around, but I think we might just leave them like this and move the tables forward. Okay, yeah. Yeah, let's go ahead and unlock this table, bring it up. Oh, I accidentally got on the hoverboard. So this guy, we're gonna have to move a little. Make sure that it's still within the blue circle there. That looks good. Alright. So let's go ahead and put another pillar over here somewhere. Let's just make sure the distance is decent. It has to be big enough to fit the feet of these lights, but not too big to just look like a giant hole for no reason, you know? So what we could do is bring this light over. Just pop that there. I don't know if I'm going to actually stick a light here, but I just want to make sure that the distance is correct. So, about there, I would say. Let's just bring that straight up. Fill out the middle, bring it straight down. Okay. We have another pillar. Alright. The final pillar should be, for this line, it should be adjacent to this table. Because this is where the scrapping section stops. So I do want a pillar on either side of this big table. We're gonna go ahead and do that now. Let's take the same lamp. Make sure the distance is correct. Move it over a smidge. And I would say about the back, about there. Looks good. Just a little bit forward more. If anything, I can always move that large table back a smidge. But I think that looks about right. Let's go ahead and do it. Alright. Straight back down, fill up the middle. And we've got the final pillar. For this spot, anyway. I do have to go around and still fill out the other side, but yeah. I'm gonna smooth this out a little. Let's put it on this side. Just a bit. Okay. Get that there. Alright, so I'm gonna pull this top piece in a bit. Right there. This side too. Okay. You know, that noise sometimes happens and it scares the shit out of me, and I'm always like, what the fuck? And it's always this damn thing just opening. No, that's too much out. Alright. Maybe just do this bit right there. Okay. Alright, so we've got this whole section down. Now I gotta start doing the pillars on this side. I could move this large table over a bit to the left, actually. Let's unlock it. Just a bit more. Alright. Let's see how that looks. Okay. So that pillar should be about here. I do want it to be in line with this pink, the pink line to the blue. I might actually have to repaint this line here. It does dip a little bit. It's not supposed to look like that, so I will be fixing that later, but for right now I do want to just do the pillars here. Let's move this lamp out the way. I think about there is fine. Yeah, let's do it. Pull that straight out. Oh, we're gonna run out of soil before we finish? Okay, no we didn't. Alright. Okay. So I will have to move these tables, like this one, for example. It'll have to come up a little bit, but that's alright. I would say about there is fine. Honestly, it does look like this pillar is a little bit too far out compared to this one. I could move it over to the right a little bit. Alright, yeah, let's just do that. I mean, my perfectionism, let's just move it. We'll use all this soil right here. Nothing gets wasted. Always recycle. Always recycle, kids. Alright, so let's just grab a little bit more soil real quick. Can you go in the damn slot? Good God. Alright. So we're gonna center that pole. Or pillar, rather. I would say about there. Wish I could, like, extend the camera out just a little bit more. Yeah, alright, here is fine. Whoa, what happened to that pillar? It, like, got disconnected at the top. We needed a slow-mo of that later. Let's build in that little hole there. I will be going up top and fixing the very top of each pillar, but for right now we're just gonna worry about the base of each pillar and more or less the body. Make sure everything is stable. Alright, let's go ahead and flatten this a little bit. Little bit. Go. Do it on this side. Let's take in this bump just a bit. The editor's just like, a smidgen. You have to keep saying it. That's now your slogan. For anyone who doesn't know, the editor is one of my alters. He pops in every once in a while and helps me create some of these videos for y'all. Alright. Let's take that bump in a little. I'm actually gonna pull this out just a bit. Oh, maybe that was too much. Alright. Bump is a little bit big. Some of these fucking pillars look pregnant. Alright, so now that we move this pillar over a little bit, what we're going to do is move this lamp so that it's in the center a little bit better. Okay, lock it. We're going to move this table over. I love when tables like line up perfectly. When their ports line up to each other. Move that over a little bit. Looks good to me. And then we'll connect these two tables like this. And then these two tables over here like this. Make sure this table's locked in place. So, alright. And this one we might need to move up actually. Or if anything, I'll move these tables around later. Let's actually just move that out right there. Yeah, there we go. And then this one will pull over. Move that out a little bit. I really wish it wouldn't dislodge a table when you're just trying to smooth out a little corner right next to it. It's a really annoying feature. I don't like how long this cord is right here. I'll fucking mess with it later, but for right now, I think we've got a good section of pillars over here. And we'll probably end the video there. Let's do a quick save. Let's take a look at these pillars from a little bit further distance. Alright. Some of them are a little bit too small, like these two right here, but that's okay. We can always come back to it later and fix the height. But we've got a section of pillars. Congratulations to us. Alright, folks, I hope you enjoyed the video for today. We will be doing more videos like this of the Vesania build. I will also be doing a final video where we do like a walkthrough of the final build after everything is said and done. Until then, I'm going to try to keep it as spoiler-free as possible, but if you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing to the channel. It definitely helps us out. Now that we have this capture card, I think we'll be able to cover a couple more games, so definitely stay tuned. We upload new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. Saturday are our Battle Cats videos. I'm trying to get him to do like a little goodbye dance, and he's not doing it. There we go. Here's your dance. Alright. Thanks for watching, and stay creepy!